Hey guys, John Bergsman here. We've got two awesome reports for you today. The first one right here out of Monroe, Michigan on the western basin of Lake Erie, and the other one right up the road on the Detroit River up into and on Lake St. Clair. Now today's report's coming to you from Dave Domka and Aaron's store, Domka Outdoors, right here on La Pleasance Road, right in Monroe, Michigan, right off Highway 75, exit 11. They've got an awesome store here filled with, guess what? Custom colored crankbaits of practically every manufacturer. They've got their ice fishing equipment in. They've got the store shelves stocked for the Christmas season. Right now is the time to come and visit Dave and Aaron's shop and take advantage of great opportunities to get Christmas presents for your fishing fanatic friends, or to just stock up your own tackle box, or on your way to visit one of our guides and get out on the water for that last walleye trip of the year. Stay tuned. So guys, Monroe, Michigan, this is going to be a hot spot until ice. The fish are pouring in from out east and the fishing is really easy. So let me give you just a couple quick tips to help you fill your boat up. It's super cold, so always be careful, but right now the crankbait bite is going hot and heavy. Now, how are you catching them? Well, you're going to have to just get out in 14 to 20 foot of water, even 25, just anywhere in there. There are fish everywhere. Now, a couple tips is Dave from Domka Outdoors tells me that on sunny days, you're going to want to shorten your leads up. And on overcast days, you're going to want to lengthen them out because the fish are going a little bit deeper. So let me give you an example. A really good set that Dave's been hearing for sunny day presentations is 20 to 25 back. And Dave's got a bunch of custom bandits here at the store. He paints his own, and you can tell it's his color if it's got the Domka Outdoors sticker on it. Now, a lot of people are out painting bandits. Dave is painting bandits for this little section of Lake Erie right here, and his colors and his experience and the guys feeding him information keep Dave and Aaron all over what are the right colors for you. He's got those in stock. He can help you out. Now, if you're going to be an overcast day, Dave's saying maybe 50 or 60 back. So on sunny days, 20, 25, maybe 30 back. Twice as far back on overcast days. Why? The fish are just settling deeper. Now again, we've talked about it. 14, 15 foot of water is a good start point. All the way out to 25 foot of water, you're going to find fish in front of Sterling State Park and down the shoreline, all through there. Another option, if you're really hardy and you want to fish shore casting at night, has been good. Dave said the Bomber Long A in this red and white, kind of like a northern pike color, has been hot. That's been doing really well. So you can go ahead and shoreline fish or pier cast at night. But either way, Monroe, Michigan is the place to be. And Domka Outdoors is the place to get all of your stuff. Now, right next door to Dave's store is the Baymont Inns and Suites. Now, these guys are used to fishermen pouring in here and stopping at the store. And a lot of people now are finding that this is just a great place to stop, park your rig in the big open parking lot, get a room for the night, right over the overpass to the boat launch, so it's a beautifully convenient spot too. So Domka Outdoors and the Baymont Inns and Suites, a perfect combination when you come to Monroe, Michigan. If you're looking for a great, affordable outbuilding for whatever your needs is, check out my friends at Midwest Steel Carports up in Grant, Michigan. They have awesome outbuildings at affordable prices with quality craftsmanship. That's Midwest Steel Carports up in Grant. Check them out online. So guys, our friend Eric Long has been out with his brother Dave out on the Detroit River, and he tells me that if you can stand the cold, the bite is fantastic. So where and how is Eric catching these fish? And also at the end of the show, you know, don't forget, Eric still guides right up until he just forced to put his boat away. So if you're looking to experience this hot, really cold weather fall deer hunting season action for walleye, give Eric at Long Lines Charters a call. So he's catching them jigging Wyandotte worms in the main basin of the channel in 28 to 32 feet of water. Now, a couple of his better areas have been around the Ambassador Bridge, just up of it, and then through and down of it. and then also out on the side of Grassy Island. Now, another really good way, if you're looking for a color, typically, a lot of different colors can work when you're talking Wyandotte worms. It's really about having 4 or 5 different colors with you and just switching them up until you see what they want, really. But one thing that has been working well for him is a blue ice minnow. That particular plastic has been working really well. It seems like in cold weather, that blue color does work well, so maybe add blue to your selection for the fall of the season. And also my tip to you would be black or white or a two-tone black and something to help the fish zone in on your bait and catch it. Now again, we've talked about this before. You're going to want to practice down jigging here on the Detroit River, not snapping it real sharply and hard. You're just going to want to have a really low and tight movement, maybe a couple inches at the most. These fish are not only lethargic because they're cold, but you know, you just don't, the current's moving fast, so you don't want to be whipping that bait all over the place, but a good steady pumping action, and just be ready for that weight on the end of your rod. So the Detroit River by the Ambassador Bridge, by Grassy Island, 2 very good spots. You can check our website for our fishing report, and you'll see some of the nice pictures that Eric and his brother Dave have been putting in the boat. Now, for our last stop, we're going to go just up the ways just a little bit to Lake St. Clair. Now, Lake St. Clair has also been hot as fire for us. We've got 2 reports. Now, Eric also guides on Lake St. Clair, but we have another charter captain friend of ours, Justin Butt from Always an Adventure Charters, who's pulled his boat down from the Upper Peninsula to get in on some of this fast fall action. So again, if you like what you hear on Lake St. Clair and you check us out on the website, you can give Eric or Justin a call, and they can probably get you out on the water for one last trip of the year. Now, what's the bite, Ben? 14 to 16 feet of water, 1.5 to 1.7 miles an hour with smaller crankbaits. Now, these smaller crankbaits we're talking about that Justin's been catching these fish on, and guys, he's catching 6, 8, 10 fish an hour with these custom painted Domka Outdoors Deep Junior Thunder Sticks. Now, not everybody has these. You can always go somewhere and find the standard colors. If you really want the custom colors of these Deep Juniors and lots of other different crankbaits that not everybody has, you got to go visit Dave at the store at La Pleasance Road. So, Deep Junior Thunder Sticks, 14, 15, 16, 17 foot of water, 1.5, 1.7 miles an hour. Hey, give 2 of these great charter captain partners of ours a call. They'll get you out on the water. They'll get you fishing. They'll load the boat up with walleyes. Justin tells me there's been some passes when he's been able to put 5, 6, 7 fish a pass in the boat. So the bite is hot. Jump in there. Get in for that last fishing trip of the season. Hey, thanks for joining us today on this week's Hot Bites Fishing Report. Little bit of an abbreviated one because we had just a massive cold blast last week, and we don't want to send you out on ice that isn't safe, and we don't want to send you out where there isn't a bite. But these 2 bites were happening. We had to tell you about them. Hey, thanks to Dave, Domka, and Aaron for letting us come visit their store down here in Monroe, Michigan. Tell you about it. When you come to Monroe, Michigan, this is a spot you got to stop. Don't buy all your crankbaits online unless you're buying them from Dave and mess up your color schemes. Dave can tell you exactly what works, what doesn't, and sometimes why it matters. So again, stop by Domka Outdoors, get all of your crankbaits and other supplies for fishing, and enjoy the Lake Erie and the greater Detroit region with all the great walleye fishing it has to offer.